What's up, guys? So we're gonna load up the Toyota Prius. Keys are at the dealership. Let me fix this real quick. I had to fix the winch cable this morning. It was a freaking mess. Skates, because we'll be needing that. Alright, in the past I used to use a regular hammer, like a sledge, but now we got a dead blow hammer. Should have probably got a little closer, but it's fine, it'll work. So yeah, we had the winch cable was what's called a bird nest, and that was a freaking nightmare this morning. I had to cut the cable from the drum and basically untangle everything and then reinstall the cable and get it all back. Alright, that's that. Oh yeah, it was a mess. It was like freaking 30-40 minutes trying to get that untangled to the point where I got this side open, cut it, and just reinstalled it again. So I'm in the flatbed now. My wrecker is in the shop, and we're gonna do the engine on that. Yeah, so the engine's got to get done on that. We just did the engine on this, and it's running great. I did a bunch of stuff too. Ran some new wires for the turn signals with some LEDs and just a bunch of stuff. Upgraded the cigarette light plug ports. That one's probably gonna give me the issue. All right, no, all right with it. I don't want the rocks. We'll pull that in a little bit. So we don't have the keys for this. The customer dropped off the key at the dealership, so once I get to the dealership, we'll be able to just drive right off. A little bit, loosen it, make sure there's no rocks on the bed, take the skates out, I'm gonna strap it up and go. And like I said, once I get to the dealership, they'll have the keys, so we can just drive it right off. That's the only thing with the 8-point tie downs. You got to make sure that it goes fully behind the tire. I like to loosen the cable so it's not tugging on the car. And now, let's put this crap away. Toolbox is a mess right now, but that's because I got all my tools. So when I'm working on the wrecker, this is my personal set from when I was back in New York. The reason I'm using these is because they're longer. So this truck has its own 8-point tie down, but the problem is that they're short compared to these, and the problem is that you don't have the hole. So you see this doesn't match up, so there should be another hole here, which we're gonna add another hole here, like a setup like this. We're gonna add another one here on both sides so that you can hook up like right here. But for the meantime, I'll use my set because my set are longer. I think these are 18 feet. Yeah, these are 18 footers, so they're much longer. Now normally I like to keep the straps as short as possible from here that way to keep less bouncing. I hate these bugs, stink bugs. They're so annoying. So I normally like to keep the strap short, so it gives like less room to bounce. Really? All right, we are loaded up. Now let's go drop this off and get the rest of the day started. Again, the morning started a little crazy, but it's all good. Yeah, so this is probably, I think, the second or third day I'm in the rollback. Everything's running good with the rollback. Just a few things I got to do to it, and you know, I do miss being in the rollback, so you know, kind of enjoying it. And now I just got to take my photos. What the hell is this? What's going on here? Where's the pole? Okay. Take my photos. So we require the drivers to take 4 photos when they're picking up the car before they even touch it, 4 photos when it's loaded, and 4 photos when you drop it. Now if there's other damages, like bigger damages, take more pictures. You can take as many pictures as you want, just so we can get, you know, all the coverages. Like you see something like this, you know, you're gonna want to take a picture of that. You know, obviously do it first before you pick up the car. Scratches like that, but we already have photos of everything. So that's it. Now let's go deliver the vehicle. All right, so we got to the dealer. I took off the 2 back straps. I was talking to the guy at the dealership. So we got the keys, which is great because now I can just drop it off easily. So I'll be making another video eventually showing how to, you know, use the skates and a wheel chop to get the car off the truck. But basically you put 2 skates in the front right here behind the tire, whack it under, and then let the car roll all the way down to as far as you can get it. And then from there you can just put the wheel chock behind the wheel, or well, in front of the wheel, to hold back with the skates. So while you pull in the bed, so if this is the bed, the car's here, you got a wheel chock here. When you pull in the bed, the car will just slide. Then you can extend it again, move the wheel chock back, pull it out again. But I'll make a video like that. I want to work on like buying a car, even if it's like something that doesn't have an engine or something, but it has 4 wheels. I want to work on buying a car to keep at the yard, so I can use it to make videos and I can use it to train out guys. So we'll see what happens with that in the future. I'll buy just a junker, find somebody selling a junk vehicle or something, or free junk removal, I don't know. But I'm gonna work on that. This car might have a dead battery. Battery's good. All right. Let's drop it off at the wheel. Okay. Here's the buzzer. Pop my brake off. Alright. Unfold that mirror so I can see. That's the one thing I hate about those mini J's on the bridle, is that they fall in. They fall in like that. So that's the only thing I don't like about that. So sometimes I wish the bridle was 2 separate bridles to avoid that. So this is something, when you're winching up a car, this is something very important to be careful with, right? So let's say the car was hooked up right now and the J hooks were up and it goes in, you have to watch these hooks because they'll fall right in like that. And that's super annoying. So always pay attention to your winch cable. All right, when you're winching up a vehicle, listen to your cable. It'll tell you a lot. So when you're winching it up, let me kick the idle down a second. When you're winching your car up, you got to pay attention to the cable. So the cable, when you're winching it up, you'll hear like a regular sound of like, right? Then so when you listen to your cable, you're gonna hear it going. If you hear it go, stop right away, because that means something is stuck. All right, which is why I don't like those little mini J's on the same bridle as the big J's. So what happens is, I don't know if my camera moved or not. So yeah, always pay attention to your cable, because if you hear it going, that means that something's stuck. Stop right away, because you will break that cable and you'll have an issue. You'll either lose the vehicle. If the cable breaks, the car will go rolling down the bed, and you don't want any of that crap. What is this guy doing? Is that moving? What are you doing? Okay, he's staying there, I guess. Yeah, so always pay attention to your cable when you're doing that. I've seen stuff on Facebook. I've heard stories. I've witnessed it. I'll just pull up behind the car, right? So I've seen stuff happen, witnessed it, and it's definitely something you want to be careful with. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut the car off now because I got people here. Talk to you later. Please don't forget to like the video, share, and subscribe.